Hello friends, I am SuchaSquare and we are playing the Banner Saga. So let us jump right into the game. We left off with like a big revelation about Ivor's past. Resume? Because since the last few chapters, they've been hinting that he was a big deal among the Varl. I was saying he was either famous or infamous for doing something great or something that was terrible. But he did say that the Varl. No, he didn't say that, but the other Varl did say that he was named to be the next Varl king, but he declined and he went away on his own, never to come back to Varl society. And now we are going to find again why, because the save, we have to redo that little bit where we find out what his secret actually is. And now we are at the Godstone of Ingrid, Goddess of Knowledge. Looks on the caravan takes us much needed rest. Ivor shoos some children away from a solitary dredge slinger lying dead beneath the stone. Should we be worried about that? You ask Ivor, pointing to the dredge body. I don't think so, he replies. Still, couldn't hurt to have a few guards look around. Hours pass without warning. So we're going to inspect the Godstone, like we did with all of the others, since the Godstones seem like they always give us a new item every time we pass by them and inspect them. Yeah, we have read this before. Oh yeah, this one is talking about these writings. And that oddly, it seems that different mentors read them differently, or they appear differently to different people who read them, the mentors. As you're readying to depart, you hear screams from near the main Godstone. The same boys so curious about the dead dredge before are shrieking and pointing. For a moment, you think it must not have been dead, but then you see that they have opened the wrapping that was in the dredge's hands. Wait, says Ivor, his arm across your chest. This shouldn't be seen. Get everyone away. A chill sweeps over you. Alette pushes past and gasps. Stop, shouts Ivor, but the curious onlookers have already seen it. Leave it, says Ivor. On the ground before you, the dead slinger is a small... on the ground before the dead slinger is a small stony figure, its hands searching for something it can't find. That's a baby, says Oddleaf. That dredge is a woman. We've been killing women. We've been slaughtering women and children this whole time, leaving them to die. In a war, in a war, it's only the males who fight, says Ivor. Okay, so back then I didn't really appreciate what he said. I thought he said that in general, in war, only men will fight. But that time, I think he's specifically talking about dredge. So he's telling us that the females and the children dredge don't actually fight during the war. So we've been fighting these dredge the whole way. Why are women with children on their backs attacking us? They're not invading, they're running. So which makes me think that definitely in the sequels, Banner Saga 2 and 3, we're probably going to team up with the dredge if both of us are running away from the same monsters, from the same enemies. From the same calamity, probably. Everyone stops dead in their tracks. The entire caravan is gathered around, aghast. When I spoke to Juno, she told me something was coming. She didn't know what. A darkness, something black is covering the world, and the dredge are running from it, just as we're running from them. The serpent, the quake. It's all the beginning of the end. Yep. What is his name? What's his name again? Awind. Yeah, no good news coming from Awind there. Ivor, you knew. Why? Why didn't you say something? Okay, Ivor. When I was young, I killed one of the Sunder during the Second Great War. We called it Rays. Every time we could build our defense, it would flatten them and push us back again. I became separated from the rest of the Varl and stumbled upon Rays deep in the snowstorm. Alone. She was nursing. Okay, so here's what confuses me. Ivor said that in wars, only the male dredge fight. But now he is telling us that this raise, this Sunder, that was such a big deal that they gave him a name because they raised, supposedly, like, raised all of their, like, cities to the ground every time they built them up again. Now he's saying that Raze was a woman. She was nursing. I threw my axe. It twisted in the wind. Her son died in her arms. She was so pathetic, kneeling in the snow. She didn't even try to stop me when I took her head. That's how I killed the Sunder. Without a fight. So when I found my way to Grofheim, the Varl wanted to make me Kenda, next to be king. So here's another thing that I'm not so sure of, is that it seems that the other Varl did not actually see what happened. They thought that Ivor defeated the Sunder in battle, it seems. I'm sorry for the dogs. And that is why they wanted him to be the next king. But I left, walked until I ended up in Skogar. Hello, Flo. Good evening. Yep, actually he is, and he recognizes it. That's why he left the other Varl. He was so ashamed of what he did. Where no one knew what I had done. Oh, so here again. Where no one knew what I had done. Did he mean just killing a Sunder generally, or no one knew that he killed a Sunder female defenseless? Or not defenseless, but who did not put up a fight. The only sound is the wind blowing through the trees. For a long time, nobody says a thing, until a child breaks the silence. What do we do with the baby? She asks. A lump forms in your throat, looking at the small obsidian creature, squirming before you. So yeah, we are going to insist on taking it with the caravan. My reasoning, like I said before, is that yes, we want to know where this goes, right? We don't want it to die. Let's see what happens. You argue strongly for showing mercy and humanity. Some of the women in the caravan hesitantly agree to take in the dredge infant, while others are furious about bringing it along. Which is understandable. I mean, its kind has killed countless of their friends and families. I understand why they would be mad to keep the baby with us. Not long afterward, one of the women comes to you. Its swaddling was being held by this, she says, giving you a hairpin that looks distinctively undredge-like. An inscription on the silver almost lips your notice. Persevere. From the goddess herself, if you ask me, the woman tells you. So the inscription is persevere. And yeah, probably, yeah, given it was from the baby dredge's mother, it was a pin that used to, yes, that held its swaddling cloth. Vadran's silver brooch. Oh, we got an item. Nice, nice. And we are continuing. On our march to Sigerholm, I think. We're taking the long way again to Sigerholm. Morale declined. So now we are down again to weak morale. You're making the usual rounds when you hear a rather loud debate coming from the area that Varl have gathered. Ivor joins you as you approach. What debate is this? Is this about the baby? Ubin, so this is Krummer speaking. You'd rather be known for falling asleep and dying in the corner of a mead house than battling asunder. No, I'd rather be known for not dying. I wonder if... No, but they age. So I was going to say, if Varl were immortal, like they cannot die from old age. But they do age. I was wondering that because, yeah, I'm sure no one knows because they've all died in battle because they love to fight. The debate about who would win, Superman and Goku. Of course Goku would win. Don't even know what you're worried about. I did this 100 times in the Great Wars. Take some warriors, plow head first into the dredge. They follow you into the hills, get lost. Now they're not following you. When you did this 100 times, did they have Bellower leading them? Have you never heard about the time I hit Bellower in the head with a throwing axe? Both Varl halt in their debate when they suddenly notice you watching. What is this about? Don't stop on my account. You're planning to confront the dredge. Yeah, you're planning to confront the dredge. Careful, my friend. A lot of old history getting thrown around here. The warriors were just noting that there's a damn good number of dredge on our asses. Bellower pulling up the rear. This one thinks he can just... Oh, okay, it's still Ubin. This one thinks he can just wander up there and throw them off our tracks. How about some gratitude? Thought you'd be happy to finally be the oldest Varl in the land, Ubin. I'm never happy to lose more Varl, Krummer. Besides, I'm not convinced you're really older than me. Old rivalry you got there, eh? Old rivalry? Comments like that remind me, I've already wasted too much time doing nothing. In the old days, I'd already be halfway to the battlefield by now. Speaking of which... You coming, Ingvar? You could ask Bellower for your arm back. Ouch. Krummer is savage. Don't think so. Not exactly in the mood right now. Alright then. I'll tell Hatherberg you said hello. I don't exactly remember who Hatherberg is. Krummer and a good many Varl warriors head out toward the growing army of Dredge. Oh, we lost 40 Varl. Is he going to come back? He always has before. But this time feels different, I fear, says Ubin, not Ubir. And just like that, we continue. I mean, hopefully they come back. And we further lost some morale. I don't really want to camp and rest though. Harsh words from one mother to another draw the attention of the entire caravan. My daughter marries Ragnai, or no one. That reed-thin tramp you call a daughter won't provide sons. The insulted mother bares her teeth, ready to attack. Let the argument play out on its own. Worry on marriage another time. Explain yourselves. Keep the women separated. Yeah, probably worry on marriage another time, huh? The two women look embarrassed, which turns to anger. You worry about your fighting and I'll worry about my daughter. Both women glare at you before storming off. Well, at least they're not mad at each other anymore. Now they're mad at Rook. Ooh, now now we're down to poor morale. Oh my goodness. Gather round. Oh, Krumer's back. Gather round, doubters. Echoes a shout in the distance as Krumer and his band of warriors break through nearby foliage. And behold, the invincible Varl. The caravan is thrilled to see Krumer return safely. And morale improved. Nice. And our 40 Varl are back. Did the plan work? Asks Ubin. Work? Responds Krumer. Of course it works. Same old dredge. Should be another day or two at least before they even find their own asses. And 20 renown. Nice. And if you apologize, I'll tell you how I found these. Krumer says, tossing you a pair of leather gloves that look big enough for a Varl. He leans in close, whispering so Ubin can't hear. Had something to do with a raven's nest and a hair tie. Huh? Okay. Probably an in-joke that Rook is not into. Treasure Hunter. Wait, what was that? Treasure Hunter. And gained Dunder's hand. What was that gold treasure hunter?
As Sigurholm approaches, we fear the worst. The once calm lake surrounding it now looks like a bowl that has been flipped. Proud homes sinking into muddy water. A side effect of the quake. What has the rest of the world become on the other side of those mountains?
So just like that, we arrived at Sigurholm. Although, yeah. It seems that it is not what they expected it to be. Yeah, the houses look dilapidated. One catastrophe to another, says Oddleaf, as you pull into Sigurholm. The town appears to be sinking into the lake. Townspeople peek from dark windows and makeshift hovels further up the hill. No, says Awind, looking frantic. Oh, okay. No, says Awind, looking frantic. Where is she? He runs to the front of the caravan, looking out over the water. Juno isn't here. No, yeah, Juno isn't here, and you get the creeping feeling you're not welcome here. Going upriver looks out of the question. The beach is bare, aside from the occasional skeleton of a ruined fishing boat. You reluctantly set up camp in the sinking town. Oddleaf, all I'm saying is how long are you willing to wait? While taking stock of Caravan, you've inadvertently walked into a debate between Oddleaf and Awind. As long as we need to. And I think we need to get out of here. I don't feel good about this place. Why? What's wrong? Something doesn't feel right. The people here are staring at us like those vultures in the wastes. I'm sorry, Awind. I think Oddleaf is right. I saw a man. The whole time we were setting up, he was just watching me. In a creepy way. And how long before the dredge find us here? Juno will come. Just give it a little more time. Rook, listen to me. I need you to trust me on this. Okay, let's talk to him some more. You're really worried about her, aren't you? What? Oh, Juno. Worry doesn't begin to describe it. If she doesn't find us here, or something has happened to her, are you sure what you saw was real? It could have been a dream, or I don't know. You were pretty exhausted. Uh, I don't know. To be honest, I'm not sure anymore. Everything is a blur. Um, don't tell the others I said that. I have to hope it wasn't just a dream. Wait. So that whole thing that we saw, like Juno and the giant serpent, um, was that us seeing Awin's dream? Or was that us seeing what was actually happening back at the tower? Now it looks like the game is making us doubt whether that actually happened. Although, I mean, it probably did happen. We did see the huge serpent with our own eyes. So yeah, okay, it did happen. Maybe it was both a dream that will happen. Huh. Probably. But we know that at least Juno's body was in that tower, and the serpent could have easily just went there. Hmm. For now, I think I'm leaning towards that it actually happened. I hope, at least. We have to have hope. Yeah, let's continue. What's it like? Yeah, what it's like to be a mender, or how exactly does weaving work anyway? Why is Bellower still following us? Mm-hmm. Being a mender. I guess I never really thought about it like that. It's just part of me. They knew very young that I would join the order. Born into it, you could say. My mother and father, both menders. The guild is for lots of people now, builders and healers. Do they all pull lightning out of the sky? No, not. Uh, no, that's not normal. It's one of the reasons I know Juno. She's one of the council. She helps me control things like this. Okay, so Awin's apparently is like this mm, a junior member of the mentors, but he is like he's gifted, but he still does not. He still has no full control of his powers, so we don't end up scaring people. Either he's gifted or he's cursed, but either way, he has a special power. How exactly does weaving work? Well, the hardest part is usually seeing the threads. Everything is part of the tapestry. It's made of threads woven together. If you can see the threads, you can manipulate them. I don't know how to explain it, really. It's like trying to play a harp with invisible strings. Threads, huh? Sounds like string theory. Probably. At least what I know of string theory is that, like, everything when you look at the subatomic level, that everything is like. So the most basic explanation I've heard is that everything is made up of something that looks like a string, and what kind of matter it is depends on the vibration of the string. It is the string's vibration that, yeah, determines what kind of matter it becomes. I don't know how off that understanding is. Uh huh. What I'm trying to do right now is I'm trying to recall the like Obi-Wan's description of the Force. Like it surrounds us, it binds, penetrates us, binds us together, something like that. Um, Look at my staff, for example. Some menders carve intricate patterns into the wood to help them remember the shapes of, um, like I said, hard to explain. Okay, and why do you think Bellower is still following us? I saw Grofheim as it burned. Avon gets a faraway look in his eyes. The thunder blew through it like a tempest. The Varl fell in the thousands. Most of the thunder left the city and headed south. Who knows where they are now? They must be destroying every town they come to, or heading toward Arborang. And Arborang being the human kingdom, right? The human capital. Bellower stayed in Grofheim, just for the sport of it, I think. As we fled to Einertov, I thought he must want to wipe the Varl off the map completely. But then he came after us. Okay. Bellower is Race's husband, isn't he? And is out for revenge. That's probably it. I'm a firm believer of that. Like a certain force that binds us, as lame as that sounds. The universe is all linked together somehow. Yeah, I mean, I want to believe it, but like at least that there is some order to things. But personally, I think, nah, it's just random stuff happening. Just beautiful chaos is all there is, I think. But I have to be honest, being a former religious, being a believer, I still sometimes try to imagine. I don't know. I try to persuade myself sometimes because it feels so comfortable. My old beliefs. Like even now, I still pray, not because I believe that there's someone listening to me. I just pray because it calms me down. It's something that I've been doing since I was a kid. So it's kind of like meditation. It calms me down, even if I don't believe that something or someone is listening to me. But then he came after us. Maybe he knew Ivor was the one who killed Reyes. Maybe. But well, let's just make sure he doesn't catch up. Do you think this is the end times? Well, the sun did stop. I don't know what to think. I wish I could give you a better answer. Even if we escaped the dredge, that serpent said the darkness was covering the world. I don't know how long that will take, or what it means even. I'm just trying to solve one problem at a time. The Menders are in Arborang. If we can find ships and make it to the capital, we might have a chance. Okay, I won't take any more of your time. No, it's okay, Rook. I appreciate the talk. It's good to stay grounded. I spent all day worrying about serpents or thunder. I think a lot of people are intimidated, or scared maybe, of me. Well, your powers are awe-inspiring. Terrifying, probably. Don't worry, it's nothing new. I'm used to it. Maybe sometime we can talk about things that don't include the world ending. Hopefully, in the end of it all. Huh. Well, we have a market. Let us check the market. Although, again, Flo, like, just scientifically, about this thing that binds the universe together. Like, there is dark matter, right? Which scientists still know nothing about. And it seems that dark matter actually comprise, what, 70% or more of the actual universe? Like, they computed the mass of, let's say, our galaxy, of the mass of the normal matter that we know. And they, according to their computations, it's not actually enough to hold the galaxy, like to hold all of these stars together. Their gravity is not enough. So, which means probably that there is this 70% more, yeah, dark matter, this invisible thing that is holding the galaxy together, that is supplying that additional gravity. Which just, yeah, it's difficult to even comprehend that. Something that we cannot detect, something that we don't know, but is keeping our galaxy and the entire universe together. So, oh, now, yeah, it's not as good of a deal now, is it? We only get 3 supplies per 1 renown. Let us rest? Or let's check our heroes first. Well, it's kind of like fish in the ocean, right? Fish don't know what water surrounds them, they just live in it. Yep. Yeah, probably. I mean, fish don't know anything, they're fish. But yes, I get what you mean. Rook and Alet. So we can choose one of them to promote. Hmm. Maybe we live in dark matter, who knows? Yeah, probably. I mean, like, water for the fish is dark matter for us. We can't detect it, we cannot interact with it. Oh, well, maybe not because it does have gravity. I don't know. That's what fascinates me about astronomy is like um common sense as we know it breaks apart when you talk about the universe because our common sense, our common human experience is so limited. So many things in astronomy and physics just defy common sense. So we can't depend on common sense when we're talking about those kinds of things. Um, Brooke or Alette? Well, we'll do this later. Oh yes, we have items. We have items. I forgot to check them. Yeah, and then there's this thing called antimatter, and when matter and antimatter collide, they annihilate each other, right, and releases pure energy. Yes, Atebe, it is confirmed. I believe they have manufactured or they have created like atoms of antimatter in in the Large Hadron Collider. Uh-huh. Yes, they have. So it's just matter with the opposite charge. So they have, yeah, negative protons, which is what is called. What would it be called then? I don't know. Oh yeah, the items. So this one, Dunder's hand. According to myth, the god Dunder needed these gloves to lift his hammer of creation, heavy as it was. Plus 3 strength. Wow, that is good. Mm-hmm. What did I give to Rook? Plus 3 break. Armor. Yeah, this one I really wanted to give to Eagle, but Eagle is still short 2 kills. 2 kills short. And this one, Halden's Razor, plus 3 will on rest. Oh, I think I gave this to Awind, but right now Awind is plus 1 will per turn. Oh, this is 1 will per turn. Do we have any? Oh, this is new. Oh, this is the brooch from the baby. Plus 1 strength resist. Mm-hmm. So this is for our tanks. Okay, this is level 3. So it's so crazy how unstable these things are, and scientists are like, nope, we're making it. One wrong move and we're all dead. Yeah, they probably know what they're doing. Don't worry about it, Flo. Humans are doomed too bad. My life is doomed. Well, all of us will die. Anyway. It is all a journey. And speaking of dark matter, don't forget the Higgs boson particles. We live in that too. Again, I'm not very sure what the Higgs bosons are. I just know that, again, the explanation that I remember is that this is some kind of, let's say, a force field. Not really, but again, it dictates the mass of objects. It is the particle that dictates the mass of matter. Oh yes, we do need to rest. Everyone's, yeah. Our morale's just so low. A scuffle has broken out in front of the houses. Thief! Shouts one of your people as a group of strangers flee from your camp. Olive is already running their direction. They took our supplies, you hear from nearby. Chase the thieves. I try to talk it out with the locals. Tell the caravan to get ready to leave immediately. Let's try to talk it out with the locals. Or ignore the theft and protect the caravan. Ignore the theft and protect the caravan. Let them go, you shout before anyone rushes off. Better keep what we have than chase after something that's gone. Townspeople continue to peek out from the windows and turning and around corners, but nobody makes another swipe at your supplies. At least, that's good. Oh, we did not actually rest, huh? Okay, let's rest again. Oh, another one. A random assortment of people from the caravan confront you. Listen, says one. We don't feel safe here. I don't know anything about menders or whatever, but we're going to leave, and I hope you'll join us. Oh. Huh. Looks like a couple dozen people, farmers, and fighters alike feel the same way. We are waiting for Juno though, right? So, yeah, and really we can't leave. We have very poor morale and we're also very low on supplies. So, yeah, encourage them to stay. They make it very clear they're not interesting. They're not interesting. They make it very clear that they're not interesting. They're very boring people. Okay, go leave. Interested. Again, they make it very clear that they're not interested in discussing the issue, shaking their heads and setting out. Without the rest of the caravan ready to go, there's little you can do to stop them. So you hope they make it and that you haven't made a mistake yourself. Nah, it's fine. They weren't interesting to begin with. No, Varl actually came with them. And still we haven't rested. Okay, we rest again. Now there, we actually rested. Now let me just check my heroes again, if that is actually just one day of resting. Yeah, so let's rest one more day. Wait, when Awen said that we were supposed to wait for Juno, does that mean resting? Or... But, okay, I'm going to rest until we get to normal morale. Okay, that's normal. Nothing's happening though. Is everyone back to, yep, full health? And Ivor is ready to be promoted to level 5. I mean, yeah, we can promote him to level 5 and then give him the +3 strength item. Yeah, but it's going to use 20. 20? Yeah, 20. Okay, let's not use our 20 renown just yet. Oh, wait. Okay. Whew. I thought I made a mistake and chose like return to main menu or something. Uh, am I doing the right thing here? Okay, can I ask? Okay, just this. When we're now that we're waiting for Juno, does that mean resting? Or just wait until something happens? So I think what happens is you click leave. And that will prompt something. Okay, thank you, Flo. Spordreki Burr. +2 to aggro, dodge, dot, will, okay. So we'll try that, but let us get at least 5 days worth of supplies. Confirm. And then... Okay, we can promote heroes before battle, right? So we don't need to promote him just now. Okay, then let us try leaving. Rook, wait, please, Awen begs. She said she'd be here. We need her. You can tell he's terrified of leaving, as though he'd be giving up on Juno. I'm sure she'll catch up with us. She's not coming. Okay, just a little longer. Let's see, just a little longer. You tell Awen you'll stick it out a little longer, but you're not certain how long you're willing to wait yourself. Everyday loss becomes more precarious. So everyday lost, meaning we actually need to wait. Because that's the only thing that's going to advance the days. And I don't think I'm willing to do that. Because we need more supplies if we're going to keep on resting. And that is going to waste supplies since no one is injured any longer. What if you rest for nothing? Yes, Flo. That's what I'm afraid of. No one needs recovering, so there is no benefit in resting. And we have good morale as well. Okay, I'll give it one more day. One more day. Let's buy another day's worth of supplies. Okay. 6 days worth. And then rest. At least we're going to improve our morale resting, so it's not... Okay, so it's not completely pointless. It's not completely wasted. And nothing happened. Leave now? I mean... wait, Awen begs. Oh, it's the same thing. Well, I gave her one more day, so yes, I'm sure she'll catch up with us. I hope. Awen looks out across the lake with a 1,000-mile stare. She says nothing. We've got problems, says Ivor. Oh no, the whole place is flooded. We could try to walk the muddy parts, but it'll be slow going. We could try to float the caravan over the lake, but we might tip or get stuck. Or we could just go around the whole thing, but no idea how long that will take. What do you think? Okay. So both fording the river and the detour will cost us more days. I don't know which one is going to take longer. Now, floating across the river, I think is going to, like, some of them are gonna tip, some of them are gonna drown. I think we're going to lose people that way. Or, worse yet, is that our supplies are gonna sink. We could just go around the whole thing, but no idea how long that will take. Pay some locals to help. Well, Ivor didn't suggest this, so it's Rook coming up with this idea. Pay some locals to help. Pay. You got problems. Uh-huh. So attempt to ford the river. Muddy parts. It will be slow going. Slow going, but safe. The detour might... Yeah, we might encounter some dredge if we take the detour, and I'm up for that. Because that means more renown. Yeah, first one probably has a price. Yeah, we just don't know what. And I think one is the safe bet. Detour will mean dredge and renown. So let's take the detour. Let's do it. Let's do this. You leave Sigerholm and start to feel your way around the flooded area, around which has washed out the road completely. You continue far into the wooded area, which slows you down even further. Already committed, you hope you didn't make a grave mistake. Well, I hope it's not going to take us more than 5 days. You leave Sigerholm in a hurry, hoping to outpace the dredge that must be close behind. As you continue further south, you first hit overgrowth, and then forests before finding land that is dry enough to follow back around. By the time you circumvented the mud, you've lost a lot of time and hope it doesn't haunt you later. Okay. Just 1 day, I think. Yeah. It was just 1 day and no dredge. Well, we got 5 renown. And we're back. So Sigerholm was a bust. Nothing happened there. I'm going to check the map because I remember the description to Sigerholm being like it's like the jewel of that place, like people being jealous of Sigerholm. The crystal clear lake water, beautiful surroundings made the land desirable to the point that a wall was eventually built to keep away jealous neighbors. Yeah, it doesn't look like that anymore. Well, the lake is still there, but the whole town is sinking in the lake. Drum beats. Oh, weak morale. I probably should have rested more, huh? To improve my morale even more. Ahead, you find what appears to be a good number of peasants surrounded by brigands. One of the armed men looks over his shoulder and says, "Gods be damned. This is all I needed. Listen, don't interfere, and one of these supply wagons is yours." While remaining silent, the peasants plead to you with their eyes. Oh. Oh. Well, of course we're going to do the good thing. I didn't want to say the right thing, but yeah, the good thing. What's going on here? Nothing concerning you, he replies, and before you start telling me otherwise, these are my clansmen. Thought they could run off with every scrap of food in the village. Now all I want is you to move on. So take your share or don't. Well, that changes things. He claims that these peasants are trying to run off with their supplies. Oh. But the first window, the first text did say that they were brigands. Don't get involved, draw your weapon, take the supplies, and leave. Well, definitely, we're not going to not get involved, because that won't give us any benefits. Draw your weapon, take the supplies. Oh, welcome to the chat room. So that means I was disconnected earlier from the chat. Okay, I hope I didn't miss any messages. The last message I see here is Atebe saying, yeah, the first one probably has a price. Don't get involved at all. Just for a second. Okay, thank you, Flo. Oh. Because right now I'm thinking, what kind of benefit? Is there any benefit to helping them? Draw your weapon. We're going to help them. Oh my goodness. The man turns completely towards you, shaking his head. Had a feeling you'd be the type, is all he says before the brigands rush you. I hope so, Flo. We better get some morale out of this. So these are humans, so Alette should be out. She doesn't want anything to do with killing humans. And Ivor... Yeah, it's going to be useful to you, to have Ivor. How many kills does Oddleaf have? 6. So I'm going to have Ivor here just to break guard. Just to break their armor. And Gunoff as well, just to break some armor. Nid? Yeah, Nid has better stats than Oddleaf. Nine. Okay, so the only one that should be doing the killing here is Eagle. Oh, let's add one more who isn't level 5, who isn't going to reach level 5. Yeah, let's take Nid. Okay, ready. How many are we going to fight? Eagle only needs 2 more kills. 12. Okay, they look manageable. So, yep, stay very far away. Ready. We are going to attack. Let's attack. Then break armor. And Gunnulf is going to... Yeah, let's just help in breaking their armor. Oh, why did I lose? Okay, I lost audio there for a second. So the only ones who should be doing the killing here is Need and an Eagle. Okay, and let us mend Eagle's armor. And Eagle gets the kill. Now who's next? This guy. So we move here. Break his armor again. Okay, just break another armor. I'm probably, yeah, this must be a mistake, what I'm doing right now. I should have brought more people who are not rank 4 and 5. Then, yeah, let us mend Ivor, just to make sure that none of them gets injured. Like, Varl are very, they're very expensive to heal. Okay, so that's it. That's it for... Oh no. Need only has 3 strength now. It's going to take so long for her to get all of these kills. I should have protected her. So she is next. No. Oh my goodness. Okay. Now that need is down, go to town, Gunnulf. And Ivor. Let's just finish this. $18 damage. She only has 1 strength remaining. And down. Yeah, I should have planned that better. But still. So with the brigands either fallen or fled, the peasants they left behind thank you profusely. Okay, I'm seeing that the further we go into the game, the more errors I'm seeing in the text. They thank you profusely. It is true what he said. One tells you, "Oh, we took the food and left. May the gods have mercy on me. I'd let them die." Oh my goodness. We killed their leaders who were just trying to protect the whole town. We sided with these deserters. They hesitantly join your caravan, hopefully with the supplies. Yeah, Flo. Well, what can I say? I didn't know. That's going to be our excuse for every wrong decisions here. I didn't know. How many supplies? 22 supplies. Okay. Okay. A net positive there. A net positive in terms of supplies. As you're about to head off to sleep for the night, Onef pulls you aside. I have a couple of concerns I wanted to speak to you about, he says. In private, you find a quiet place to talk. What is this about? Is this about Eagle? What's on your mind? How well do you know the people traveling with us? To be honest, not really. Not well. How many strangers are in the caravan now? A lot? Uh-huh. Well, yeah, we have picked up quite a few. I've been watching folks since I joined you. Your companions from Skoger. They're loyal. I mean, it seems pretty clear that they died to protect you. I suppose I do the same. What about the Varl? You don't even know half of those warriors. You're telling me they have no problem following a man's orders now? After everything that's happened at Einertoft. They join us voluntarily. Well, I trust Ivor to handle it. Like, I can just say what he wants to hear, which is we could be more cautious. I'm hoping I'm not actually changing Rook's attitude by saying this. I hope that this is just like lip service. So Onef would... yeah, so we can pacify Onef. Or we could make it clear who is in charge here. No? What happens the first time the world don't want to do what you tell them? If Krummer gave the word, I guarantee at least half would follow. Let's be honest. They could take this caravan by force at any time if they wanted to. Are you sowing some... what's the word? Sowing something on him. Are you sowing something? Some distrust among us. Yeah, sowing some seeds of distrust, of rebellion. Yes, plot. You may have a point. What do you suggest? I've got no choice but to trust them. Yeah, the thing is they haven't. But let us ask, what do you suggest? I suggest growing some balls instead of hoping it all works out, Rook. Whoa. Some tough language there, Onef. Might want to remember how you got in the group. You got in the group by me trusting you. I don't think you and Varl are any different. They're not the biggest problem, though. There's a mender with us. A mender who pulls lightning out of the sky and tells us what to do and where to go. Myself, I think we lucked out when his mentor didn't show up in Sigerholm. Eowyn's just the apprentice. What in the depths is the master capable of? Think about it, Rook. Well, what do you really know about Eowyn? Oh, my goodness. Onef here. He's like the worm tongue to our Theoden. I heard they were found practically dead in the middle of nowhere when the dredge started showing up. Then an enormous serpent shows up at Einerthoft after tearing the world in half. Takes one look at Eowyn and bolts. Suddenly they need our help instead of the Mender Council? How does that make any damn sense? Hey, you make some valid points. You might be distorting what happened. Yeah, you are, kinda. Eowyn could have taken control long before now. Like, I don't want to antagonize Onef, But really, if it comes to a choice, whether I'm going to antagonize Onef or the Varl, I'm going to choose the Varl. I mean, over Onef. You might be distorting what's happening. Yeah. Or Avon might be. Anything could be possible, Onef. You could pose all of these questions, as many questions as you like. It doesn't mean anything. I'm grateful for what you've done to get us this far, Rook. And now you're sucking up to me? But it's always been about trust. Yes, it is! I think it's time to part ways, so to speak. Oh, okay. So when he said it's all about trust, he meant he doesn't like what's happening because all of this is based on trust, which he obviously doesn't have. Nothing personal. Okay, okay. I can respect that. Suddenly you gasp for air. When you look down. What? 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 Yeah, we were Game of Thrones. Hello, Procyon. Mm. When you look down, Onef is holding a knife buried deep in your ribs. Oh no. um, we got Rob Stark. The dumb peasants send their regards, yes. Or they would if they could spell. Uh-huh. Ribs. I mean, it's not in our guts. It's not in like in our heart. Ribs. That's survivable, right? Let's see what happens next. Your vision blurs and blood fills your sight. You gasp again. There's a bird whistle, and the camp becomes a blur of motion. Onef's fighters from Frostvalor leap into action, cutting people down. As Oddleaf turns to fire on the men, Onef runs her through and pulls the blade from her back without even breaking his stride. Oh, come on! Why is this? Wait. Okay. I am hoping against hope that this is just a dream. Like that dream that Ivor... no, was it Ivor who had the dream? Or was it... Or no, yeah, it was Ivor who had this weird dream when they were on their way to Grofheim. Without even breaking his stride, she drops like a sack of flour. In one clean motion, his blade then takes Eagle in the throat before the boy can grab his shield. Onef heads straight for Alette, who freezes in unbridled terror. At the end, like everything, all of this was just a dream. You rise to your feet through the pain. Eagle and Oddleaf are dead. Somehow you find the strength to cleave the nearest traitor in two, but you can't find the breath to shout. You think your lung might be punctured. Onef clutches Alette's wrist amidst the commotion, tosses her bow aside and pulls her into the deep woods. Her eyes meet yours across the campsite. No, her lips say, though you can't hear the words. A dozen men appear between you as Ivor steps into view. As fearsome as you've ever seen him. No, it is true! It actually did happen! Okay, it actually did happen. Well, Onef, get ready to feel like... No, wait. Let me drink some water. Yeah. Get ready to feel Gunnulf's wrath. Uh-huh. So yeah, We're going to promote someone here. Yeah, Eagle! Eagle, though! Wait. I'm really tempted to to reload, although, yeah, I'm trying to remember at what point could we have So during that conversation, if I sided with Onef, what would have happened? Yeah, yeah. I think whatever we said there would not change anything. Onef was already made up his mind. He was just sending us a message, but he was still going to do what he was. He was no longer happy with how the camp was. My goodness, Onef! And it was Eagle I was worried about. Ah. Yeah, let us promote Ivor. This and then which one? Well, let's go for this. What's this called again? Exertion. Yeah, exertion. Confirm. And give him Dunder's gloves. Eagle, though! I reserved this obsidian bell for Eagle. Ah. Oh my goodness. +3 will on rest. Yeah, let us. Oh yeah, Ivor is mad. I almost forgot. He trained Eagle. So yeah, let's do this. Incomplete. Yeah, fine. Wait, Eagle? Eagle isn't one of them. Wow, did not expect that. Mogan and Krummer. But yeah, let's I appreciate that you want to fight with us, but I don't really know how to use you properly yet. Ready for battle. Like, I'm not really sad about Oddleaf. Not really. I'm more sad about Eagle. Where is Onef? What? Oh yeah, Onef took Alet. This is just like some random traders. And I'm glad how a punctured lung is just equal to -1 strength for a rook here. Yeah, get cut down. Yeah, we're going to wait here. Just wait. And it's just out of nowhere. I don't know if I missed any event or something. My goodness, Honor. So I'm not really... Yeah, I'm not... I shouldn't have killed him there. I should have left him with one strength. Anyway, we can handle these. Hey, okay. Rook is in trouble though. Yeah, let's get some of that lightning. All three. Okay, let's kill the archer. So he won't be able to she won't be able to kill Rook. No! Oh, okay, just two. I thought Rook was dead there. And that's for Eagle. Oh my gosh. Where's Alette? Shouts Ivor. Where's Alette? Shouts Ivor, tearing through the nearest bandit. But you're already hobbling into deep woods, where they disappeared, ignoring the battle raging behind you. In a haze of pain, you start to think you've lost their tracks. Then you hear Alette screaming in the distance, followed by silence. You tear through the trees. Don't do anything to Alette. In a small clearing, Alette lies with her back against a tree. Her hands and her clothes are covered in blood. Okay, good. Oh, her first kill. Her hands and her clothes are covered in blood. She stares vacantly ahead, unblinking. Beside her is the body of Onef, an arrow buried in his right eye as if placed there by hand. She looks in your direction and then Onef. I killed him, she says. Yes, you did. Good girl. Alette, are you alright? I say with a punctured lung. They could have at least, I mean, like, put a hole in my shirt or something. Are you alright? You cringe, as much from the pain as the appearance of Alette after her bloody struggle with Onef. No, I'm not hurt. I had no choice. Or at least cover Alette with blood. Yep. Yes, Flo. Uh-huh. Dad, your chest. It's immaculate. I did not know you could regenerate. And your shirt too. Are you a mender? You're bleeding. Suddenly, she is at your side, putting pressure on your wound. I can fix this. Where's my needle? Odd leave. Oh. Anyone. Ivor, I found him. Who? Just as your sight goes black, you see Awind, Ivor, and Alette standing over you. He's going to make it? You open your eyes at the sound of Alette's voice. Normally, a wound like that, I only hope I did enough. I'll survive. Dad. Alette stops herself from hugging your bondage chest, pulling your head to her instead. The words come out easier than you expected. Oddleaf. It's a good thing Awen was there. She's going to pull through. Wait, okay. Eagle. Is Eagle too much to hope for? Yeah. Going to pull through, though it was a nasty wound. Eagle? What? We managed to kill most of those traitorous sons of bitches and the rest fled into the woods. What? No love for Eagle? Hello? There were a lot of people I couldn't say. Oh no. You did everything you could. It went. uh, Nobody expects you to raise the dead like Eagle. Avon frowns deeply, putting a hand to his forehead. Why did Onef do this, Rook? He was talking to you right before it happened. Hey. Yeah, thanks for fixing my shirt. Is that why you weren't able to save Eagle? You were fixing my shirt? Uh-huh. He had been planning it all along. He thought my leadership would get us all killed. I don't know. Uh, yeah. Like, saying this would be naive, right? Like, Rook thinking that Onef did that with the best of intentions. Like, he thought my leadership would get us killed. He had been planning it all along. Let's just be honest and say I don't know. I mean, it caught me off guard, really. I don't know. I have a good idea. Eagle killed a good half-dozen of Onef's men by himself. He told me Onef was running Frostvalor the whole time. He left Frostvalor behind when he saw a better opportunity. Guess that relationship is over. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Onef did say it wasn't personal. That's just what kind of man he was. He was just looking out for himself. Eagle was always just the barking dog you put in the yard to find out who your enemies are. It was no accident Onef went after those of us from Skoger. He must have thought with us gone, he'd take the banner and the rest would fall in line. Or at worst, they take all the supplies for themselves and leave the rest as stretch bait. We have to be more careful. We can't just let anyone join the caravan anymore. Was that directed to me, Ivor? Oh. Yes, Square. Uh-huh. Stop getting freeloaders to join you. I wonder, yeah, but if we were more, if we were more careful as to who we let into the group, would that have made things different? Yeah, we'll never know. Well, I'll know because definitely after this, I'm going to look it up online. But don't worry, I'm not going to look anything like in the future. I will not check what's going to happen. I'll just see what I could have made. Yeah, what difference I could have made. What I could have done differently is what I mean. No, nothing changes. We're not like him. Good old stubborn Rook. Oh, dog. Where do you draw the line, Ivor? We'll be more cautious. Where do we draw the line? Are we going to learn our lesson? Yes, okay. We'll be more cautious. None of this changes the fact that... Oh my god. Okay, I'm going to check what the dogs are barking at, okay? I'll be back. Hello. We're back. Did I mute the mic? I don't know. Uh, so, yeah. Turns out the dogs were barking at the mailman. Nope, you did not. Okay. I thought I muted the mic. It was just the birth certificate I ordered requested online. Okay. So, none of this changes the fact that Bellower is out there somewhere, following us. Forget about Bellower. I mean... Wait, let me just do something. I'm really sad about Eagle. I was already making up stories in my mind that him and Alette would be the next leaders of the village. Like they would start a family together and all that. Oh wow. The swamp around Sigerholm might buy us some time, but we've got to keep moving. Your body aches all over, but Ivor's right. The road calls. The caravan is already starting to pack up camp. Oh. Oh yeah, I definitely want to talk to these two guys. But, let me check the heroes. Please. Nope, yeah, he is truly dead. And we can't even talk to Alette about him. Alette doesn't care. No one cares about Eagle. How's the wound? You notice Oddleaf wins as she rises to greet you. It's doing a lot better. Yeah, it looks better. When I saw it happen, I thought for sure... Well, I'm really glad you're... Are we flirting now? Really? You would have missed me, Rook? Now is not the time! Eagle is dead. She smiles. Without Awen, that's all I could have done. That's all you could have done. Instead, you'll have to put up with my crap a little longer. Yeah, you're right, Flo. As in, literally nothing has happened to you. It still aches, like you wouldn't believe, though. Oh, maybe you would. Heard you took a stabbing yourself. I guess things could have gone worse. So yeah, how are you doing? I'm doing alright. Sometimes it's lonely since my husband died. Ooh. Uh-huh. I guess I'd say it's more like being alone, even surrounded by all of these people. Not like I don't have enough to worry about, though. I'm glad to have Alette around. And you, Rook. She's really hammering it in, isn't she? Or am I just projecting this? Is this all in Rook's head? What do you think about the caravan? You mean, should we start kicking people out? That's a tough one. Usually I'd be the first to give you a dirty look for suggesting it. On the other hand, I got a sword in my back. Olive thinks for a long moment before sighing. Don't send anyone away. Just make sure nothing happens to Alette. You think about what to say? Yeah, okay, I'll let you get some rest. Okay, thanks. I'll take you up on that. You know, you're welcome to keep me company. Oh my goodness. Now is really not the time, Oddleaf. Yeah. When I'm a little more awake, I mean. I'll talk to you later. She wants the dredge flow. I don't know. Does she want the dredge? Eagle. Look who it is. Still not dead. How are things, Rook? I'm really having fun, like, voicing crazy characters like these. I can never guess with you, Eagle. I heard you helped drive off the traitors when Onef attacked us. And it leaves me always wondering, what's your deal? I'm not so hard to understand. Why... Why... Let's give him the Joker voice. Why don't you try asking instead of telling? Wanna know how we got these cars? Why didn't you warn us about Onef? Why did you stick with him? You're welcome to stay with us. Okay, why didn't you warn us about Onef? Didn't I? How many times did I have to call him a traitor before you got the message? What do you want me to say? Watch out, Onef is going to murder your whole family? You didn't fill me in the details. He always was like that. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if he tried to convince you to off me. But listen, I don't need to know, so keep it to yourself. Why did you stick with him? I don't know, Rook. Family makes you do weird things. You know what the worst part is? He became kin when he married my sister. She died of fever one night. That thing. Okay. But she didn't. She was sick. And she wasn't sick. He killed her. I don't know why he did it. Maybe he just felt like it. I was so furious. I got so angry that I wanted him to beg. I could kill him without a second thought, but that wasn't me. That wasn't enough. I wanted him to feel sick about it. Like, puke his guts out. And somehow that turned into, well, overtime. Overtime, yeah. He never cared. And I gave up. And did what he wanted. Okay, so Onef is just a psychopath then. He has no empathy. Like, there are people like that who were just born wrong in the head. They do not know empathy. Don't know how it happened. But when I attacked you in Frostfeller, guess I'll just say it wasn't my idea. Okay. I want you to leave. So now we're just going to believe what he is saying. Should I believe what he is saying? Yeah, you're welcome to stay with us. You're welcome to backstab me in the future. I had no plans of going anywhere. So you're going to let me walk around with my own axe and everything? That does not mean I'm not watching you. I can accept that. You're a good man. That's why you're going to die. Okay, I need to get going. And I need to take a piss. You're not the only busy man around here, you know. You shake your head as Eco steps away from camp. What exactly are you busy with, Eco? Oh my goodness. This game is going to change my my perception of humanity. Training, heroes. We never did do any training, huh? Yeah. Morale is understandably weak right now. I hope there was like a mechanic where you can discard items. And I'm going to discard this just in respect to Eagle. Uh, Alright. Okay, let's rest. And let's leave. Nothing else we can do. Just leave. Oh. Is this like The Walking Dead? Where it turns out that the humans are the actual monsters? Or really The Witcher. That's also the message in The Witcher. A flurry of snowfall seems to come out of nowhere, and quickly thickens until you are unable to see the man in front of you. You shout out a complete halt, but the screaming winds drown out the sound. A day passes before the blizzard abates, and clansmen start to reappear from the snowdrifts. It quickly becomes apparent that not everybody is where you last saw them. A quick search of the area is not enough to recover all the missing clansmen. Make a thorough search, ask volunteers, make a bonfire, move on, saying a blessing for the lost, commit an hour more to searching before departing. I mean, good riddance after everything that's happened. Commit an hour. Okay, commit an hour to searching before departing. While calling out for the missing family and friends, the clansmen trample the snow into a boggy slush. Any chance of finding tracks are soon lost, and the caravan slowly submits to their solemn failure. Oh! This is the opposite of what I wanted. We're going to lose morale, right? Crap. I thought we were going to gain morale because we looked for their family. Like, at least we did something. That's the opposite of what I wanted to happen. At least we have a village. We haven't starved yet. The villagers here are completely oblivious to the destruction that is coming. All we've seen is some dark figures far off, they tell you. Aside from a few young families, they're reluctant to pick up their things and join you. Oh, are we going to encourage more people to join us? Yep. Hey, the game didn't even give me a choice. Market, please be a good deal. Okay. 1:5. I think that's good enough. Let's get some for 5 days. Let's just there. Down to around 20 renown. Just enough to promote someone to level 5. Confirm. So really nothing. So we can rest. Yeah, we can rest, Flo. Okay. Just back to normal? Okay, I guess I can. Well, I will just use this 20 renown for more supplies instead of promoting someone. This really feels like a waste though. This is rest that we can use for recovering people out of injuries. Okay. Just one more day. And then buy some more for 5 days. There. I really don't like it that there was not even a mention of Eagle. Like, we had at least 2 people here who should be sad with his death. One is Ivor, his mentor, And also Alet, it was kinda hinted at the beginning that they had something going on, right? Oh my goodness. Rook, Eagle has been like absorbing damage for you. Hmm. So, as you're nodding off to sleep, shouts of fire pull you back to attention. Flames quickly consume. Where did this come from now? Flames quickly consume a supply wagon and a few tents. A woman cries out, "My boy!" and points to a burning tent closest to the outlying Varl. Two of the giants are motionless, because they're afraid of fire, staring at the spreading fire with terror in their eyes. Command the Varl to help, organize the peasants to put out their fires. Go in after the boy yourself. Make an effort to save the rest of this. Boy or supplies? Okay. Why do you do this to me? Uh-huh. Mm. uh, no, Flo. Uh, we're going to be as stubborn as we can be. We're going to Ned Stark this game. Go in after the boy yourself. Because organizing peasants, again, that's going to take longer, and the boy would die, surely, if we do this. I think this is the closest choice to saving that boy. And then in the future, that boy turns out to be a traitor. Oh my goodness. Wrapping your cloak around you, the smoke, flames, and tent become a blur as you grab the boy and slice through the back canvas with your hunting knife. You meet the ashamed look of the older Varl while the crowd cheers on your heroic act. Unfortunately, the supply wagon didn't make it. Just how many days worth of supplies did we lose? 0! Oh! Okay. Yeah, so uh so we saved one boy. That's the good news. How many are going to die out of starvation now? What in the depths was that about? You mutter to yourself. Something about a fire. Oddleaf tells you, "I've heard of this before. They don't like it. Doesn't change what happened," you think to yourself. Like, we lost all our supplies and we just left the village. It would be days before the next village. Oh, we doomed a lot of people to death. And even that kid is going to die. Sure. That kid is going to die. Oh. Well. That was a mistake. Well, one Varl died. A trail of blood leads to a clearing where you find a large wounded Varl. Wounded Varl. I think this is like the stream where I have my most regrets. Uh-huh. He is gnawing on his shield, swearing at no one in particular, and occasionally slamming his cudgel on the ground. If not for the heavy bleeding, you'd leave this one alone without a second thought. Leave food and medicine as if we have any. We can help if you want. Try to have leaders tend to his healers tend to his wounds. Abandon the Varl and move on. Oh, you just never learn, do you, Rook? Try to have the healers tend to his wounds. Oh no, he might kill them. No, ask first. We can help if you want. In a heartbeat, the Varl is on his feet, swinging his massive weapon. You jump clear as the cudgel smashes through the trunk of a tree. Your party scatters to avoid the falling timber. Once you recover, the Varl is long gone, leaving only another trail of blood which you decide against following this time. Yep. And who did that boy turn out to be? Yeah. I doubt it though, Flo. I think that boy, assuming that he has some... Oh! Oh! Oh, this is the Godstone. It's not a village though, so we won't be able to stock up on supplies anyway. Assuming that boy has burn injury, I think he's going to be the first to die when starvation comes. Ah, that's an angry looking Godstone. He has a barrel in his crown. The imposing, it definitely is imposing. Imposing Godstone of Bjorulf approaches. His severe visage makes it feel like he's watching you. Even now, the caravan spreads out, happy to be free of the confining forest in the open fields, and in open fields. In fact, in honor of Bjorulf, some of the caravan cracked kegs of mead. We had kegs of mead and wine before anyone can stop them. So it's like, who's that Greek god or Roman god? Bacchus, the god of wine. To the only god that matters, they shout. Everyone drinks and you're glad for the merriment that has swept over the caravan. Yeah, okay. Have your party now. We're going to start starving tomorrow. And join the merrymakers, get everybody ready to travel again. Join or inspect the Godstone? Joining the merrymakers is going to improve our morale, I think. But this is an item. Oh no, wait. He is the god of wine. So he's going to like us doing this, I think. Join the merrymakers. Morale improved. You accept the mead being offered to you and settle in to enjoy one of the few times you've felt good since leaving Skogar. Somehow, despite everything that's happened, you're able to let it go for a short while. As the hour becomes late, the caravan is eventually ready to get back on the road. The day by Bjorulf's stone is one of the few memories that hasn't been tarnished by the specter of bad fortune, you think to yourself. Well, no item. Yep, no item. And... okay, the dying begins. Let the dying commence. And there's the village. So we lost 4 fighters and 4 Varl. Stop! A resolute voice calls from somewhere in front of you. The surrounding terrain comes alive with armed fighters surrounding the caravan. No need for bloodshed, the leader says. Leave a couple of wagons and pretend you never even stopped here. How about you? Leave what you've got instead. Yes. Inform them about the coming dredge. Oh my god. I really want to choose this. Like, Rook still being a Boy Scout. Inform them about the coming dredge. Do what they ask. But we have been through a lot. And really? Yeah, how about you leave what you've got instead? The counteroffer takes the leader by surprise for a moment. We don't have time for this nonsense, he says oddly, losing an arrow before anyone can react, and the brigand leader falls over in a spray of blood. Hey, I'll leave taking the initiative. Something sinister in the way Crummer laughs about this turn of events convinces the rest of the brigands to give up on their errand and beat a hasty retreat. I like you, girl. I like your girl, Rook, he says, to which Oddleaf gives him a dirty look. Oh, she likes it. Morale improved, but no supplies? Yeah, okay.
Rainvik is more of a smattering of farmhouses than a proper town. Though judging by stray dredge stalking through empty fields, it is barely even that anymore.
So, crawling with dredge. Rainivik comes and goes as a long series of farmhouses abandoned and crawling with dredge. The farmers have probably already fled to Bursgard. You try to hurry past, but are eventually spotted. Dredge start ambling in your direction. What is that? Points out Oddleaf. Up near one of the longhouses, in the distance, a large person, clothed seemingly covered in blood, is cursing loudly and stumbling about. He staggers into a longhouse, laughing. What is this? A new Varl hero. A large person. Large person. The dredge heading in your direction turn back, roaring and begin to pound on the longhouse door. They seem to be holding a grudge against this particular person. You doubt the door will hold long. Leave quickly while your luck holds. Rush to help. Rush to help? Against my better judgment, we should probably do something. Rook, you've always had the worst of judgments. The others agree, even though it means putting them all at risk. As you quietly approach, the dredge have managed to splinter the door and break it through. Oh, it's Gunnulf's twin brother. Hey, shouts of Varl wearing all red. And they have a Christmas theme going on here, red and green. Standing on the other side of the dredge, came all the way up here just for me. He seems unconcerned about the dredge as he hoists his enormous sword. Nice. Gains Scarlet Feather. Sigbjorn. And he's level 5. And he has an item with him as well. What is it? Oh, the +2 to movement. So, and minus aggro. And what are your stats, sir? 14. Okay. Who needs kills? Okay, I'll let us back to the party. She has no problems about killing Dredge. And we can't promote them right now. Man, who would have thought that Mogan would have been more trustworthy than Onef? Okay, let's go in with a full party. Awind? Yeah, Awind. I probably should be leveling Oddleaf up. I don't know. Because no one here needs any kills. So, yeah, let us remove Ivor, replace him with Oddleaf. Okay. Oh, hello! Hello to human beings. Hello, Cal. Nice to have you here, although we are close to ending the stream. I think this would be the last battle. And I have to tell you, Cal, you missed a lot. and when I say a lot of bad things happened. My goodness. So if you're still there, Cal, how's it going? How's your afternoon, right? So we have these dredge. Nothing new, nothing really powerful. Okay, we probably should back up a little bit, just in case. Just make sure we are out of range. Ready? Yep. We're going to rest. Best if he doesn't know. Yeah, best if he doesn't know in case he's gonna pick up the game later. Yeah, you have a point, Flo. Yes, Cal. Very well, thanks, Square. Maybe... very well, thanks, Square. And maybe you're right, Flo. I'm still keen to get it on mobile. Then yes, I'm happy that you weren't here when all of that happened. My goodness. I'm still reeling from everything that happened. Rest. Okay, break that. No, not there. A little bit closer. Should I attack him now? Okay, let's attack him now. Oh, I should have put him in the middle so that I can use the Tempest. I forgot about a Tempest. You're right there, Flo. It was a bit of a struggle at first, but now I'm really hooked into this. As soon as the sequels go on sale, I'm definitely going to buy them. Should be a full sale in November, yep. I was actually hoping they would have a better sale in their Halloween sale. I was thinking there would be like great deals there, but not really. So yeah, we would have to wait for the winter or holiday sale. Or fall, yeah, probably. I forgot about that. Can we reach anyone with lightning? Yes. Okay. That should do 4 damage, I think. Oh, just 2 damage. So, going back to that little, that something that we found. Is this actually what Dredge are made of? Is this their body? This metal? Is this not armor? I'm still not sure about that. Now I'm thinking this isn't armor at all, and this is their body. They were probably crafted as well by another god, just like how the Varl were crafted. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, it could be an exoskeleton. Kill him now? No, no. Keep him alive. Oh, deflected. Come on, that was 90%. So further break his armor. I'm really hoping that it turns out that... what's his name? Sigurd is Gunnulf's cousin or brother or something. Oh, this is going to kill him. Well, okay. Oddleaf? Yeah, let's give the kill to Oddleaf. Anyone need mending? Oh. Let us mend Gunnulf. The Varl God wanted to see what would happen if there was an alcoholic Gunnulf set loose on the world. Probably. So first they created Gunnulf. And then they thought, oh, what if? It was probably made by that god of wine or something, the last godstone that we passed by. But no, they were just created by one god, right? But maybe. Ah! That hurt. Okay. Far away, please. There we go. And Oddleaf gets another kill. Whoa. Whoa. Avon is so close to death right now. Anyone needs mending? Okay. What's his name again? I keep on forgetting his name. Sigbjorn. And does he also have Tempest? Yep, Tempest it is. Oh, crit. Didn't want him to die there. I wanted Oddleaf to get the kill as well. Just did that for nothing. Break his armor. Okay, I'm gonna take time with this. I really want the kill to... I want Oddleaf to get the kill. So let's not attack him. Rest. Okay, so attack him from there. There we go. Or he... No, I think he's just going to move to the other direction then. Let's not. Okay. Just break his armor. Make sure Oddleaf can kill him in the next turn. And here we are. So we're just going to read what happens next, like our introduction to Sigbjorn, and then we'll end the stream. Such an eventful stream this was. Welcome to my mead house, Sigbjorn's House of Mead. Wasn't expecting a Varl this far south, or this drunk. I can see that. There are people huddled in the corners of the mead hall, looking on with uneasiness. Who are all of these? Who are your people? No, they're friends. They made this place. It's not really mine. You lured Dredge back to a room full of unarmed people. What is wrong with you? I mean, Rook, you're not really the paragon of good decisions here. Come on, I saved everyone in here. They shared some fine drink, the best drink. Wait, I was saving your ass. Remember that part? If you knew you'd come up here, you could have told me. If you knew you'd come up here, you could have told me. Okay. What do we do with this guy? We're not getting involved. Anyone here is welcome to join us. Yeah. Right. How much meat is left? Okay, let's do this. He'll like this answer. He'll like this. How much meat is left? The townspeople show you a huge stack of barrels filled with quality meat and help you hold them back to the caravan. 20 supplies. Wow. Did not expect that. I'll miss this place. Good memories. Speaking of good memories. Okay, I'm not going to read this anymore. Oh, okay, let's read it. With some help, you gather up the casks of mead and head back to the caravan. Sigbjorn and the other survivors in tow. The caravan gives to boisterous Varl a large berth as you set out for Borgsgard. We're just heading from one village to another now. Do we really have a destination in mind? The last clear destination I thought was Sigerholm, but I'm not really sure why we're going to Borgsgard. Borgsgard, an aging and senile mess of a city. Excuse me. That can't remember whether it wants to sell you something or steal everything you've got. Sounds like a great place to go to, doesn't it? While Ormsdal grew early into an important hub of trade, its twin city of Borgsgard became the place to buy things nobody else was willing to hawk. It's greatly supported by the potent items harvested in Reinvik and Tistel, and plagued by huge disparities between the extremely rich and the suffering poor. Oh, that's interesting. We're gonna get some Karl Marx stuff going on here. So, okay. We are going to end here. Thank you, everyone who joined me in witnessing everything that has transpired in this stream. I feel now that we have we have survived through an ordeal together. So thank you, and yeah, see you all tomorrow, hopefully. And until then, take care, everyone. Good night, Flo. Good afternoon, everyone. Have a good rest of the day. And Cal, yep, yeah, later. Hopefully, that's literal, and you're going to stream later. I would really want to watch you stream later, Cal. Yeah, see you all, guys. Bye bye.